Welcome to Redhound Football. This is Redhound Football brought to you by Redhound Productions. I'm Randy McCark along with my son Josh and Jason Snell, our cameraman. Tonight we come to you from North Laurel High School in London, where the Redhounds will take to the gridiron and there will be a battle royale against the Jaguars of North Laurel. Redhounds are coming off of loss in the Pigskin Classic to a strong defending state champion, the defending 4A state champion Rebels from Boyle County. And the Jaguars coming off of a big win against
South Laurel,
their crosstown rival. So the Jaguars come in with a 2-1 record.
2-1 record.
And the Redhounds come in at 1-1 tonight. So, Josh, let's first talk real quick. The Redhounds played Boyle County last week. We had Mr. Everything there, Lamar Dawson. He looked good for the Rebels, and Hagen got hurt. He was out second half, so I was impressed with him. But as far as the game, I thought that the Redhounds played hard, gave great effort, and I thought they really, they held their own with them for a long time.
Yeah, the Redhounds look good. What people have to understand is that was the 4A defending state champs, and anytime you play a team like that, whether you're Corbin or anyone else, you're going to be the underdog. And what we got there, a young, inexperienced team on the field against a team that knows how to win, we played with them strong, I thought. We stayed with them as long as we could, and their experience and size just proved to prevail in the end, and they got a little bit bigger win than I thought the game should have been.
Yeah. Well, the opponent tonight, we're at North Laurel. This game's being televised live on WYMT. We're on the DirecTV network, so we had no idea, but Jason gave us a call as we was on our way, and sure enough, we show up, and WYMT's up here, so we figured this would be a big game because let's face it, if they're within 50 miles of Corbin, it's a rivalry
It is a rival game.
Yeah, whether we want to say it or not, everybody else, they've got their target set on us. Coach Larkey, Tom Larkey's son, I believe it's Chris Larkey here.
Larkey.
Come in last year. If my memory serves me right, Josh, when the Jaguars showed up at Campbell Field last year, they were undefeated. I can't remember. It's probably about the same time of the year, so they probably had 3 or 4 wins under their belt. They showed up. They brought a huge crowd. They expected to win that football game. They were very physical. They were very tough, and they played hard. Redhounds prevailed, though, and best I remember, I don't have the score, but we beat them. So tonight, he's got them. This is the second year now. They've been through the weight program and the conditioning and everything through the winter with him. Again, what do you expect?
Well, anytime a new coach steps in, there's going to be new offense, new defense. Whether you've got the size and the speed there already, the kids have got new things to learn. Last year, that's impressive. 3-0, 4-0, or whatever they went when they came into Corbin, whatever the record was, that's very impressive to do that under a new head coach. I'm expecting a great game tonight. Larkey's a rich in football tradition. They know how to win. And he would love nothing more than to beat the Redhounds. If you read the paper at all, Times Tribune all week, they've talked and talked and talked. This is the game of the week in Southeast Kentucky. And I'm not really that surprised to see the WYMP is here because it has been slated so hard all week that this is going to be a big game. There's going to be a big crowd here tonight. Redhounds better not come out with their eyes wide. This Jaguar team wants a win. Corbin 5-0 all time against North Laurel. It's only the 6th time they've ever played. And it's all been with Coach Steve Gillies, 5-0 against North Laurel. He wants that 6th win. It's who's hungrier for the win tonight.
Yeah, and a big game for Corbin because they're coming off that loss, and they want to rebound. And, I think pivotal game in the season right here should the Redhounds lose, but I expect them to win tonight. The Redhounds are used to these games. I think our kids look forward to these games as much as the opponents do.
Yeah.
Captains coming to midfield. Looks like Brady Foley, Matthew Taylor,
Saxon Okuma,
and number 60 is for
Nick
Allington. Nick Allington. Who we got out there for the Jaguars? I'm assuming Fugit. Is that Fugit, number 7?
Number 62 is Cameron Costello. Number 42 is Huey Wagers. He's a halfback. And number 7 is the quarterback Johnny Fugate.
Tell me a little bit now. I know you draw the stats off the KHSAA website. And tell me just a little bit about who we look when we're watching the Jaguars. Who's going to be handling the ball and what can they do with it?
North Laurel, like we said, they're 2-1. They've spread the ball around a little bit. Big win last week over South Laurel. Huey Wagers is going to be the running back we're most likely to see tonight. We're not sure. There's word that Ronnie Rotundo is actually injured and may not be playing tonight. He's the big stud. He had 75 yards against South last week, and he had 97 the week before against Williamsburg with a touchdown. But the Wagers boy looks like he's pretty tough, too. 57 yards against Williamsburg, had 152 last week and 3 touchdowns. They can also spread the ball around and pass a little bit. They've not thrown the ball a whole lot. South Laurel only threw the ball 5 times, 75 yards, but 75 yards on 4 completions is big.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me, Josh, to see them come out and really throw the ball tonight just for that fact because I think, they definitely are holding. They're not showing everything coming because they're pointing towards this game because this is a springboard game for them. If they win this game, their season, it could really do big things. Whereas if they lose,
If they lose, it really almost makes that South win look like, South's down. These guys want to come out and prove that they can beat the best teams in the area. They want to prove that they're one of the top dogs in the area.
Right.
I'm looking for a real exciting game, and I agree with you. They might come out and throw the ball some on Corbin. They haven't showed it a lot, but they've been pretty dominant with the running game as well. So they're probably just going to look for the weaknesses right off the get-go. Whatever they think that is, they're going to go right at it. North Laurel has won the toss, and they're receiving to start the game. We're getting ready to get underway here, Dad.
Yep, 14 seconds on the clock. The kids on both sides, both teams, going to be coming through their spirit lines, and we'll be getting underway.
I'm really surprised with the crowd at this point.
I am too.
Think it's the weather?
Well, as I'm looking down there, it's still people coming in, there's a line. But as I look across the way, I remember coming up here when you were playing. I don't remember which year it was, and I remember the Corbin side full.
Yeah, that's 2004.
And I expected that we would see that tonight.
Jaguars take the field. We're about 5 minutes away from kickoff.
So they've reset the clock to 5 minutes, and that's probably something to do with TV. Since we are on, this game is being aired live on WYMT, we'll probably get some extra breaks and some extended timeouts.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I know as a fan sitting at home watching a college football game, I don't like the commercials. They last too long. And I'm always afraid it's going to kill the momentum when my team's got the momentum, They
got a good band.
Ladies and gentlemen,
fire the cannon.
North Laurel Jaguars.
Well, I'm like you. I'm a little bit surprised. I expected more people in here at this point.
Yeah, when we rolled in, it's like, okay, people still walking in, but parking lot looks full out there, and I see plenty of cars still coming in, so.
We'll see what kind of crowd they have. It should be a big crowd. A local game like this. So we'll see what happens with the crowd. I tell you what, I think we've set the table for you. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the kickoff of the Redhounds and the Jaguars. This is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. All right, we're back. Again, we're coming to you from North Laurel High School in London, the first of back-to-back weeks where the Redhounds will be playing their rivals from Laurel County. Next week it'll be the South Laurel Cardinals coming into Campbell Field. Redhounds' first road test here tonight. And I expect whatever crowd we've got here will be rowdy.
Yeah, I'm excited. All I've read in the paper, everything I feel, I like that Corbin's playing North now because North's getting bigger and better, and I expect North to have a better football team in the future than South Laurel.
I do,
and
too.
They took a stepping stone this year to it by beating them. We go to predictions?
Predictions? I'm going to say Redhounds by, I'm not going to pick a score, but I'll say Redhounds by 2 touchdowns.
I'm going to go score. I'm going to 38-20 Corbin. Got to give a field goal to Saxon Okuma.
Jason's thinking it over. 42-14, Jason Snell says. 42-14 Redhounds? Okay.
I agree.
All right.
The only thing that worries me is our defense. Because this team, we know so little about them. The Rotundi boy plays. It's going to change the game. They've got 2 big backs back there. Well, if they just got the Wagers kid.
What number is Rotundi?
He's number 28, I believe.
Do we see him on the field?
Number 28. We got number 1, Michael Nelson, and number 10, Gabe Blair back deep for the Jaguars to return. Also, number 5, Austin Adams. Nelson's a freshman, Adams is a senior, and Gabe Blair's a freshman as well.
Well, this is Roman Mitchell moving on the ball. We're underway from North Laurel High School. Fielded at about the 10, 15, 20. Out across the 20, near the 25 is where the Redhounds take them down.
That was number 7, Matthew Jewell on the tackle. And Michael Nelson, the freshman for North Laurel on their return.
Number 7, Matt Jewell.
So the ball will be marked on the 24-yard line of the Jaguars, and it'll be 1st and 10 from there. 11:56, we're just underway from North Laurel High School.
The jungle.
From the jungle. That's what it says as we come in. They've got nice facilities here, no doubt about it.
Yeah, they do.
Nice,
it's state of the art.
Nice place here. The only thing I don't like is the stands are so far off the field as the handoff goes. They go off left side. Oh, watch out. Out to the 30, out across the 34, 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was number 42, Huey Wagers on the carry.
Wagers on the carry.
Tackled by number 19, Brady Foley. He's got the first down.
First down yardage for the Jaguars, so that didn't look good. Not a good way to start the game for the Redhound defense.
Nah, they blocked good up front, and he found his gap, and that's first down.
1st and 10 for the Jaguars. Ball on the 35-yard line. If you get under, center, turns, hands off, and this time he's going to be drugged down.
Oh, they got him in the backfield there. And
no gain that time. Is that Foley on the tackle?
That's Foley on the tackle again.
Number 19, Brady Foley, and
stop again made by Brady Foley.
Got him for about 2-yard loss.
2-yard loss, so bring up 2nd and 12, ball on the 33-yard line. Well, it feels like football weather tonight also.
Yeah.
It'll be a loss of 2.
So this is sort of what I've been waiting on. I like this weather right here. Cool evening.
Nice overcast. Feels like fall.
Works out a shotgun this time. He keeps, and he's going to be drugged down.
Fugate on the carry, tackled by number 33, Saxon Okuma
on the tackle. So after giving up the big play on the first set of downs, now the Redhounds on these next 2 plays have tightened down the D and have them in a 3rd and long situation, 3rd and 12. Ball on 33 still.
That's Hunter Grubb, number 5 down here closest to us.
Had an interception last week against Boyle County, did Hunter Grubb.
Yeah, we got some stats. He's got 2 interceptions this year for 45 yards on the return, so Hunter's been a strong player as a sophomore.
He's dropping back to pass. He had 2 receivers out here to the right. He's looking
pressure.
now. He's getting some pressure, and he's going to go.
Got him.
Nice play
by the Redhound.
Redhound defense, number 56 for the Redhounds on the sack.
Cody Harp, sophomore.
Led by number 50.
Cody Harp with the big sack.
And a big loss.
You know, the sophomore, Cody Harp, and as you know,
brings up 4th and 24.
We don't really make an issue of it. We're not going to make an issue of it, but we just, you know, we remember we've got some young guys playing across that line, and you know, they're improving each week, I think, you know, even though we're just in the 3rd game of the season, but I think you've seen some improvement last week, even though it's maybe a little hard to pick up, you know, get beat. But nice play there by Harp.
Loss of 13 on the sack.
Foley and Taylor deep.
That's the quarterback punting there, Johnny Fugate.
Goes out of bounds.
No whistles.
Johnny Rayfugate punts the ball out of bounds.
So let's see what kind of spot we get here.
Redhound should have pretty good field position.
47.
At the North Laurel
47-yard line. So it's 47-yard line of the Jaguars. The Redhounds now go to work on offense. Roman Mitchell will be your quarterback. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the official over here on the sideline.
He never blew his whistle.
He went to sleep, didn't he?
Yeah.
Here we go now. 1st and 10 Redhounds. Ball on the 47. Handoff goes to Foley, and he's met right away.
Oh, yeah. Big number 71 for the Jaguars. Hunter Gilpin, he's a freshman.
Brady Foley on the carry.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're pretty young. They've got some young kids they're playing.
Yeah, I'm looking down through here, and you see a lot of freshmen. Ton of freshmen. A few seniors out there.
Wow.
A few juniors. So.
Second down and 9. Ball on the 46-yard line for the Redhounds. Josh Jewell, who I was very impressed with last week against Boyle County, split out to the left.
Yeah, we'll talk about him
And
just a moment.
That should be a let's see which way that goes.
Yeah, there's 2 flags out there.
It's going to go against Redhounds. I didn't see the Redhound.
When he threw that flag, the head ref did. That's what I figured he was going to say. He overruled the line judge over here and takes it against us. You're talking about Josh Jewell. Let's see what we've got on him right here. 8 receptions last week for 79 yards.
That was a big game.
It's a big game.
That's
That's a game where a lot of people didn't do much on offense.
It was very impressive. And, the thing is, Josh, he's a sophomore, and so he's a young guy. And, and again, not something we're trying to make an issue of, but, he is not a big stature. And, man, that makes it more impressive what he did because he was playing against a big, strong, physical team.
That's the target that Roman was looking for right there was Josh Jewell.
And Josh last week, man, he would go in the traffic, he'd catch the ball, and he held on to the ball.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he made some really good catches in
sure
traffic.
did.
Took some hard hits, and I don't think he had a drop last week.
So good game for him. Well, 3rd and 14 now, ball on the 49-yard line for the Redhounds is that pass fell incomplete.
Very stagnant start to the game on the offensive side.
Jewell again split out to the left. Coming here to our near side, number 2, is that Frederick?
Mitchell Frederick.
And they're showing blitz. Frederick goes in motion, and he drops back, getting pressure. He throws. He's got his man out there, Frederick, and he's going to lose his bounce, but he gets back up. But he's not going to get away. Good defense by the Jaguars.
Yeah, he got about 10 yards right there. That's a good little play right there, but where we'd already got ourselves in the hole is 3rd and 14. Not a lot of plays in the playbook set up for 3rd and above 10.
No. So brings up 4th down and a punting situation for the Redhounds.
That's Matthew
Taylor out there to punt. And he's a weapon, a man of many talents on the football field. Let's see what he does. He's throwing the ball. He's got his man wide open. At the 25.
He's gone. Touchdown, Redhounds.
Redhounds.
There's a flag on the field.
Oh.
There is a flag on the field.
Josh Kopic, number 4.
Did he drop it?
Flag on the play.
Did he drop it? The fake punt for the touchdown.
What are they going to call?
I heard this coach over here in the press box. He wanted a timeout. Did you hear him yelling? He kept saying, timeout, timeout, call a timeout, and they snapped the ball.
Well, coming back in it.
Yeah.
An eligible receiver down
Tough break. I didn't see it.
Corbin.
Ineligible receiver was what the call was against the Redhounds.
Still 4th down.
Did you see anything, Dad?
I didn't see it.
I only saw 2 guys downfield over there, so.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Was he not allowed to catch the ball?
I don't know. So 4th and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line, and here we'll go again. So I don't imagine we'd be bold enough to try that again, would we?
I doubt it. That's a 42-yard fake punt touchdown pass.
That really hurts.
Erased off the board.
There's the snap, and yeah, he'll kick it this time, and it's going to hit.
Stuff.
Takes a good bounce, and wow.
Oh, man.
Great punt.
3-yard line.
Josh Kopic downs it. An excellent field position from the defensive point of view for the Redhounds. Great punt right there.
You look back, and they were in a 4th and 25 position the last time they had the ball. You get some pressure right here. It'd be nice to get 2 points on the board here real fast.
Sure would. 7:37 on the clock. We're in the first quarter of action from the jungle. And there's no score.
There's Rotundi right down there. He's not playing tonight. I see him in ball shorts on the sideline.
Number 28, yep. So he's in shorts, and so we won't have to worry about him. Fugit comes in to the huddle, and The Redhounds go to work on defense. Man, that hurts. Boy, that's such a nice play right there.
That was well designed, and North had no clue.
Worked like a charm, didn't it? 1st and 10, and
that's Wagers up the middle. Which Redhound's coming off the bottom right there? Number 60, Nick Hallington on the tackle.
Nick Hallington. Picked up 5 yards on that carry. Ball's on the picked up 4 yards on that carry.
That's something when you get them so close to the goal line. Them plays hurt the worst right there. 4 yards usually don't hurt you that bad because you got 2 more downs to stop them, but you don't want to give them too much breathing room to be able to pass.
Ooh,
oh, he just got the net right in the hole.
Leveled by number 56, Cody Hart.
Yeah.
Wow.
That young man's came to play tonight.
Yeah,
Blair on the carry on that play.
He hammered him down.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Jaguars.
I see the stands are starting to fill in more. I've not really been paying attention. We've got just over 6.5 left in the first quarter, and there's still people coming into this game.
Yeah, I still see some cars coming into the parking lot down there. There's the snap.
Did they fumble?
Well, they were saying fumble.
Fumble.
Redhounds football.
Mitchell Frederick.
I didn't see, of course, from our vantage point. It's a little hard in that mob, but the Redhounds come up with the football. And who did he give credit?
Mitchell Frederick. I saw him actually come up holding the ball.
Mitchell Frederick on the fumble recovery. So the Redhounds in excellent field position here. Ball spotted, at about the 14, 13-yard line?
13-yard line.
1st and 10, Redhounds. Nice play. All right, Tommy Bailey split out to the left, and to the right here, Matthew Taylor. Taylor goes in motion. There's snap pitch to Taylor. And he
so dangerous
gets
outside.
around the corner and knocked out of bounds out there. Well, he has great speed.
Yeah. Anytime that he gets outside, defenses better be closing in. You better have contain against this Corbin Redhounds team, because if Matthew Taylor hits the outside,
Justin Wibbles.
You hope it's not 6.
Yeah.
It's not, it might be 6. You hope that you stop him.
2nd down play coming up now, and they don't have the board. The scoreboard's not set. It's still showing 1st and 10 ball on the 13. And now the scoreboard just went totally
the scoreboard
blank.
just died.
So you have to wonder if Foley is wrapped up for no gain.
Yeah, has anybody even noticed that yet? The officials are completely unaware.
Now they realize it.
Stopped by a host of Jaguars.
A quick thing on Taylor. We was talking about Taylor before this happened. I'm sure they'll be able to fix this real fast. He's got 6 touchdowns this year already through two games.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Well, there's timeout on the field, so they may be for a minute. They may try and get the scoreboard fixed. Let's take a break with them. This is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. And we're back to action. Well, hopefully they've got the scoreboard malfunction corrected. 6:15 showing on the clock here. And they don't have the...
It's Taylor in motion.
Taylor is looking to throw. And he's got a man down there, but he's going to be dragged down for a huge loss.
Yeah, he's down about the 23-yard line.
Well, Frederick was his man he was looking for in the end zone, and he was open, but by the time he was open, Matthew was already getting all kinds of heat. So it'll be 4th down now, and
I think the Redhounds will kick here.
The ball on what, the 23-yard line?
23.
So we'll see.
They're going to kick a field goal.
Well, Saxon Okuma coming on for the field goal tip, and he's got the ability to hit this.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be right at a 40-yard field goal attempt.
We'll see
on the
how
right
he
hash. Saxon's already hit 2 field goals this year, and he's perfect on 8 attempts of extra points.
Yeah, Saxon is a good kicker, and it makes me think that over the past few years we've been fortunate to have good kickers.
He got it,
and he drills it. So the Redhounds draw blood first.
Good, bringing the score to Corbin 3.
So the Redhounds go up 3-0 at the 5:08 mark, and nice to see that. Well, Josh, the crowd seems
They're
dead.
sleeping.
They
They're
seem
sleeping.
dead. And
Everybody's got their snuggies out.
the Redhound, the football, the game out there. I don't seems sluggish.
Yeah, the field looks about as excited right now as this group of 1,000 people that's sleeping over here beside us right now. It's just everything about this game really is not living up to the hype that I felt would be here.
Well, when we found out that WYMT was going to be here broadcasting live, you would have thought that this crowd would be ready. And, they're playing Corbin.
Yeah.
But, I think this plays to our favor because I think without a lot of support, the Redhounds
North could be in trouble.
They could be.
Without it, their sidelines did. They just look really like they're not even here tonight, and the fans are the same way. A lot of the times your teams that are underdogs are living off the energy. You've got a home game against a team that you've never beat. You think they'd be really hyped. They've got a good team. They're 2-1. Things are looking great for them, but this could be a bad.
Redhounds are the measuring stick for every program in the area.
It's true.
And when you have the privilege of playing them, you need to bring your A game. And so far, I've not seen that.
No, and
fielded at about the 5. He's out across the 20.
That's Nelson for the Jaguars on the return.
And a gang of Redhounds bring him down.
So like
number 61 for Corbin on the tackle.
61 for the Redhounds. That is.
Number 61's Grant Grigsby, and looked like number 22, Derek Mahan, in on that tackle as well.
Grigsby and Mahan. All right, defense goes to work now at the 5:01 mark. Redhounds up 3-0.
We had the big fumble recovery a minute ago. Something that the Redhounds really need to work on is turnovers. That's only the second fumble we've recovered, and we're in the third game of the year. We played the Harlan team. We didn't really force a lot of turnovers there. Had a few picks, but a lot of them were thrown to us.
Oh, watch out here. He goes right up the middle and taken down by number 2, Frederick.
On the carry for North Laurel.
But he's out across the 30 to about the 31.
Mitchell Frederick.
And that was a...
So he had a big hole there.
He said Jason Williams on the carry. I can't see.
So he came
number 4,
there.
Jason Williams for Jaguars carried.
7-yard pickup, 2nd and 3, ball on the 31-yard line. He's got a receiver left and right. 2 backs behind him.
That's going to be false start on Jaguars right there.
The tailback.
Tailback and the end flinched.
Illegal procedure on North Laurel.
Well, lack of focus.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Thinking back to last year's game, I think that last year they came to Corbin with a lot more fire and desire,
expecting to win,
and a lot more focus. And
this,
I expected more of the same tonight. But
from what I'm seeing, and what we know of the Larkies, is
Jewel on the initial contact there. I believe Jewel Matthew.
Yeah, Matthew Jewel, and Saxon Okuma as well. They don't look like they expect to win tonight.
No.
And as a head coach, I'm thinking about Chris Larkey over here. He's got to be just getting furious right now. This game's hyped up. It's on live TV here in Southeast Kentucky, and it's pretty quiet here. He don't have any fan support. The guys on the sideline are just sort of kicked back, relaxed, watching.
Well, this is the difference between a North Laurel football crowd and a Corbin football crowd, Josh. We're located right beside the press box up here. Another flag.
Another flag call.
And another procedure call. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that he's not thrown his headset.
Yeah,
But listen, Josh, we're right here by the press box. And what I was going to say, the difference between a Corbin crowd and a North Laurel crowd, I look here and I see people carrying on conversations, looking at programs. I mean,
what it reminds me
talking
of?
about what happened yesterday, what they did today. You get rolling, looking.
33
and
Saxon
Okuma's going to... Oh, he gets it off.
Receiver.
But nice play there. And we got a flag.
Flags.
What's that?
That scares me, probably.
His pass is complete.
Well, great pressure.
Was that 84? 84 Cole Robinson.
from the Redhounds.
Tied in. Back to the crowd, though. You know what it reminds me of? You remember back when Hal Mummy was the coach at Kentucky?
Yeah.
The crowd at Kentucky games, they went out, we got a quarterback to watch, but until he's on the field, you're just sort of sitting there, we're going to lose, but we're here. Let's go hang out with our friends, eat some burgers out in the parking lot, and sit out in the sunshine for a little bit.
So down and illegal touch called on North Laurel.
Yeah.
So 4th down play now coming
Jason called that one right. It was a legal receiver.
And
so
they're really doing a poor job with their scoreboard, too. Look at the scoreboard, 4th and 11. The ball is, I believe, around the 12-yard line. Now it's changed 4th and 25.
Fourth and 25. And you see right there, North Laurel, blown opportunities. They had 2nd and 3 on this drive from the same spot the flags are right now. And they've moved back.
If they
22 yards
if they
in
continue
reverse.
to play like this, I can tell you, I'm very unimpressed with this.
The Redhounds.
That's Foley going to field it at the 38.
Fake the reverse.
Goes to the left and nowhere to go. Taken down hard. So couldn't catch. That's actually the first time I remember hearing anybody raise a hand clap over here.
Yeah, they got a little excited about that play. It's like, well, we were expecting a touchdown, but they didn't get it. Good job.
He throwed him down pretty hard over there.
One thing to watch for right here. The Redhounds, I don't see much more life over there either.
No.
But a sluggish Redhounds team will hold this 3-point lead the whole game against this offense. Putting themselves in reverse. I mean, I expect points to go on the board, but
yeah,
I really, you want to get points on this team when they're down before halftime until that coach gets in the rear hole and lights them up.
4 receivers over here, and Matthew Taylor hit immediately. So
number 11, Gus Sulfridge for Jaguars. He's a senior, actually.
26, Matthew Taylor.
Playing good defense right there. The Redhounds will lose a couple.
And that's not been our strongest point, the passing game. Which anytime you can get the ball into Matthew Taylor's hands, the odds are for you.
He's a playmaker, and you need that ball in his hands. That's the thing with him, with Brady Foley, those two guys. If you get it in their hands, there's always a good possibility that they're going to make something happen.
Yeah, there's a Reggie Bush type players. He ain't on the field a lot for the Saints, but
there's a wide open Matthew Taylor. Touchdown Redhounds. A flag on the play.
I actually saw that. And they didn't flag it early. These refs need to wake up, too. I think they're kind of sleeping.
They may have come from a long distance there.
Yeah, he was wide. There was nobody over there.
That's 2 touchdowns since Redhounds have had called back. We're on the verge of blowing this open.
If we can wake up.
If we can keep the flags in the referee's pockets, we'll blow this thing open.
And I've not really seen a bad call yet from the refs because there was actually motion over here. Somebody was moving when he snapped it. We don't look fresh at all.
No. Well, I tell you, 1:43 on the clock. It's going to be 2nd and 17, ball on the 44-yard line for the Redhounds. And that was you couldn't ask for anything better.
No.
But, that looked just like the previous touchdown that was called back.
Yep.
When Matthew threw the ball to Kopic, he was wide open. There wasn't anybody within 20 or 30 yards. So.
Looks like. Refs got a word for Coach Steve Jewell right now. If I'm North Laurel, you better get these boys take advantage of this because it could very easily be 14-0 right now. And
if I was Coach Laurel, I'm just surprised that I haven't seen him throwing some tantrums down there.
Or a timeout.
Boy, he had him right there. That was a nice.
Right over his back shoulder.
Yeah.
There was nobody there. There was no defender.
No. So the passing woes continue.
Situation for Corbin.
Has Taylor ran the ball out of the backfield yet?
Yeah, he has run a couple.
Away from the reverses and the razzle-dazzle. I'm really just surprised that we've thrown the ball quite a bit. We've not done anything except got touchdowns called back. I'm really surprised the Redhounds haven't just tried to start pounding it out yet.
Well, I look for that
works.
to happen. He's got trips over here. That's Kopic in motion. I don't know if that might
That's
be
a screen.
And
Taylor's.
Taylor taking down
Brought
hard.
down hard. That's a loss on the play. That was number 55.
And
Isidro Acosta.
somebody hit the switch over here, and they're starting to show a little, get into this game a little bit here.
Correction on the tackle, 68, Tim Root. There's another senior.
So,
blown opportunity.
thanks to some Redhound miscues, it'll be 4th down now and 19. Ball on the 46-yard line for Matthew Taylor, set in punt formation. There's the kick, and that kick right there, boy, I mean, he is really
really good at that.
got that down pat.
5-yard line.
Puts him down deep in their end again.
2 punts, one at the 3 and one at the 5, and that one covered 45 yards.
Yeah, outstanding job. Well, it's 42 seconds left on the clock. Jaguars to take over, 1st and 10. And we've kept them pinned up back there. Now we need to do something with the field position.
Yeah, the Redhounds really need. I'm really going to be worried if we don't have more than 3 on the board at halftime.
Yeah, this can't. Yeah, I mean, you're on their home field. I mean, you're on the road here, and you have to capitalize on things because eventually they're going to get something going.
This team's sleeping right now.
It's going to happen.
You need to get them while they're down and get what you can, because I don't see them backing down in the second half.
No.
They'll come around and they'll figure out what's going on.
There's the snap, and again, good defense by the
Redhounds
Redhounds.
all over him.
Number 3 is that Wes Tipton.
Yeah.
I see leading the charge.
On the carry.
And
Tackle made by Wes Tipton.
it will bring up 2nd and 11 for the Jaguars.
See you, North guy.
I don't know.
We're talking about Jeff Shepard. He's here in front of us again this week.
Yeah.
He's working with Wazoo last week.
Well, I wonder, does he own? He may have an interest in Wazoo. I don't know. I thought maybe he might. The fact that he was there.
Yeah, I know he has the screen
Shepard.
print. He has the screen printing company up here. The
15
screen 15.
So that's
or something.
the end of the quarter, I think.
Yeah.
With the score, Corbin 3 and North Laurel nothing. It's been a weird first quarter, but it's in the book. Redhounds up. We take a break. This is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. All right, we're back to action. This is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. Randy McCarg, Jason Snell on the camera, and Josh McCarg, my son, with me. And Redhounds are up 3-0, thanks to a Saxon Okuma field goal. The Redhounds have had 2 touchdowns called back because of penalties, or we'd have been up 17-3. Second down play.
Wagers right up the middle for the Jaguars.
So the story of the first quarter, and it really, I mean, we were talking about this. It seems like just a grinding game that's not very entertaining. But the storyline I say is Matthew Taylor's punting, which has pinned North Laurel deep, and the fact that we have had 2 nice touchdown plays that went by the wayside due to penalties. But they were,
called back ever so gratefully for the North Law fans.
They were both good-looking plays.
Yeah, they were wide open too.
Yeah. So 3rd down 6, ball on the 9-yard line. He sets, he turns,
Quarterback's gonna keep it.
and he's going to keep it this time. And Matthew Jewell hits him, but
he's
not
got the
before
first
he picks
down.
up 1st down yardage. So
On the keeper.
you don't like that,
Johnny Fugate, the quarterback, pulled out, didn't even show pass, just faked the handoff and was gone. And
1st down, Jaguars.
3rd down and 6 play there.
your
And
defense, right? You got to be aware of the situation. They're not getting anything up the middle, and their passing game looks pretty bad right now too against this Corbin defense. And there he goes. He just takes it around the end, gets the 1st down.
well, you've got to keep them pinned up down there. You've got them in a 3rd and 6. You have to close the door on them. But he has 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 out to the far side, and 2 backs right behind him in an eye. And right up the middle they go this time, and he's got some yardage this time.
Broke a few tackles there. Saxon Okuma, number 33, finally brought him down for the Redhounds.
I'm watching, and when they do go up the middle, they're getting some holes.
Yeah.
And that's not normally the case when you try and run against the Redhounds. But tonight, these Jaguars are getting some holes. Thing is, though, that it's been collapsing on them pretty quick.
Yeah, well, your linebackers have been closing the holes real good and, eliminating the play if there was one. And these past few plays here, the Jaguars are finding the holes quicker and got a little bit of yards going on here. Nice little drive started.
2nd and 3, ball on 24. And
Just quarterback keeper
right up the middle.
He's
for
got
another
another first down.
You get
They've already got
touchdown.
25 yards on this drive.
Yeah. So now they're starting to move the chains, and when you have them buried down there that deep,
Bringing up another first down, Jaguars.
it's time to shut the door on them.
Yeah, we talked so much about the crowd and how they were asleep. They're starting to wake up a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't
a
like
little bit.
that
Yeah,
because they're seeing signs of life out there too.
exactly. There's the
You got
snap,
hands off
and
the
not
right.
this time.
Oh, he stopped immediately, right at the line of scrimmage. That's
Ball's carried by
big
Wagers.
number 60, Nick Howington,
Nick
the captain.
Nick Howington on the tackle.
Number 74,
61.
Marquise McGee coming in for the Redhounds. He's a junior. Sending out number 61, Grant Grigsby. Yeah, McGee, I don't think we've seen him in any varsity action yet this year. Saw him some, in the latter parts of last week and that first week over Harlan, but this is the first time we've actually seen him with the varsity group. Just, wonder if he's showing something in practice to the coaches because he's got a big body. 6 foot, 280 pounds.
Big boy.
Yeah.
2nd down play, 2nd and 10, ball on 30-yard line. Snap, and nothing much. Gets a couple.
Wagers again on the
That's
carry.
Howington on the tackle again. Brought down
Joe
Wagers
on the
after
tackle,
about
brings up
4
third
yards.
and 7 For the Jags.
8:31 on the clock.
The second half of the Harlan County game, or the Harlan game, was really, really boring. This is getting there. It's pretty dull right now.
Yeah, there's not a lot of action here. What action we've seen went for nil. Hand off to the second man through, and he's driving out towards the first down.
It was number 10,
But
Gabe Blair.
he'll
on
be
the
short.
carry.
Off to Blair.
Gabe Blair, do you think that's
Stopped by Brady Foden.
Nick's younger brother?
I don't know. It's a possibility, or
Yeah,
cousin, maybe.
Nick Blair was. Did he
On the
play
outside,
halfback as
first
well?
down for North Laurel.
I think he was a halfback, and he graduated the same year I did, so we played against him twice in 04 and 05.
So 4th down 1, Josh. Ball on the 39-yard line.
What would you do?
If I'm North Laurel,
Yeah.
I'd probably go for it.
I go for it right here. This is the
Yeah.
most momentum you've had all night.
Yeah, I'd go for it. And that's
Yeah,
what
they
they're
are.
going to do. So we'll see what they do.
Fugate under center.
Nice.
Changed his mind.
Changes and
Yeah.
shifts back into what looks like a punt formation,
Watch it.
and he does
He
punt.
does.
So
Pretty good punt, too. Wait, he hit out of bounds right at about the.
Who gets the punt?
I thought he hit the line at the
29.
28. But
I did too.
Yeah,
And he's going to mark it up here about the 27, so not a bad spot. And it'll be 1st and 10 Redhounds. Let's see if the Redhounds can shake the rust off here a little bit and get one that counts.
Yeah, North Laurel, their offense right there, they woke up a little bit. Had about 35 yards on that drive right there. Sort of shifted the field position on the Redhounds. We need to get some first downs here. We don't want to just go 3 and out here and let them have the ball back essentially about where they just punted it from. They've showed that they can play with us a little bit. 3-0, need to get some points on the board here.
Yeah, I think it's time to score. Tommy Bailey is your receivers to the near side here. That's Frederick going in motion. That's Mitchell handing off to Matthew Taylor, and Taylor just can't get it
That should have
going.
been a late hit right there. He was laying on the ground. Boy dives
Ball's
across.
carried by Matthew Taylor.
Momentum's one thing, but he just dove.
I tell you, I wonder if that field is, well, it rained up here some today. So that field, even though it's not looking like it's getting tore up much, but it may be a little bit slick down there.
It could be a little soggy too.
And because sometimes it looks like, they're losing their footing.
Well, that's like last night. We were over at Clay County watching the or at Somerset watching the middle school games, and that field looked completely dry. And we walked out on it; it was wet.
Yeah.
And that's with the Bermuda, we can't really tell until it starts getting tore up.
Brady Foley, nice balance, but
Good
again
little run.
he can't get anything on. And really, this is a little bit frustrating, really.
Brady Foley on the carry for Corbin.
I wouldn't say to this point that this team here is they're a better football team than Harlan, but I wouldn't say they're
He's up 3rd and 4.
Boyle County good.
No,
And
by no means. And
we have not. We are struggling to run the football.
we look very. I said we might go into halftime 3-0. There's under 6 minutes left in the half.
It's possible.
We should have at least 3 touchdowns on the board in the first half against these guys. Not saying that they shouldn't have scored on us too, but I don't see it after we played against Bull County last week. That was a really tough team. This team right here.
This is not near as good a football team. Now,
I
that's a
know,
nice looking
Josh
pass.
Jewell.
Josh Jewell's 40, and that's first down yardage. Josh Jewell on the reception from
Pass is complete.
Roman Mitchell.
Josh
And that
Jewell.
was a good looking ball right there he threw.
Brought down by Adams.
Yeah, that's a
So first down, Redhounds.
12-yard gain on the play.
Move the chains.
And we talked about what a great game he had last week. He seemed like every time that, Roman or Cobb got ready to throw the ball, he was open. And he was a very reliable receiver. Whether he had 3 guys around him or he's all alone, he catches the ball, and he showed it right there again. He's young. He's a sophomore, but he's playing like a senior out there.
He's got good hands.
Yeah, he's really talented young guy.
Mitchell to throw again and throwing it up.
He's got a
and
man.
He's got Matthew Taylor. He's got it. He got it. Nice catch. Matthew Taylor down at the 29-yard line.
Ball caught by
First
number
down,
26,
Redhounds.
Matthew Taylor.
Now we got something to talk about. Redhounds.
We were ragging their passing game. I think they heard us over here and showed them a little something. We're finally down there, 29-yard line, getting close to the end zone again.
So the Redhounds moving the ball. I tell you, I think this North Laurel team, just watching their body language a little bit, I think we get them down a couple touchdowns, this game could probably be over.
Yeah.
Snap. Handoff. Left side.
Watch
Taylor
out.
now.
Matthew
He's
Taylor in the open.
Oh! Where is the flag?
Yeah, that's all.
Taylor
That's
on
a
the carry.
definite horse.
Was he not up around his headgear?
Nah, he had him by the back of the pads.
Wow. Well,
And I don't. We talked about this last week. I do not know if they call the horse collar in high school
Well, they
sports.
should call it.
I don't think they do.
Second
well, evidently they don't.
Because that just came around in the NFL a few years ago, and that was after the Donovan McNabb injury and stuff. In high school they did. See, Jason says they call it. If they didn't call it, that's a definite
if that
miscall.
wasn't a horse collar, I don't know what it was. But, it looked to me initially that he had headgear. Second down, that's Taylor. And ball! And that may be a North Laurel football.
That goes back again. Maybe
ball
this
carried
ball's
by
wet.
Taylor.
I mean,
Loose ball on the play.
Corbin got the ball back.
Wow.
That's first down yardage, too. So a big break for the Redhounds.
First down, Redhounds. Well, that is something that you don't see Matthew do.
No.
And it didn't look like I don't know what happened there. It looked like the ball just.
He had that guy who was sort of climbing over, and then about the time I was watching him see if he's going to get through, the ball's out.
He just lost the ball. Yeah, he's very sure-handed, I think. And
it could have something to do with it could be wet out there. It rained up here today. The ball may be a little slick, and that'd be the first time the Redhounds have dealt with them conditions this year.
Foley and Taylor lined up, and I guess you'd call that an eye, and he fakes, and he's looking, and he's throwing. Oh, intercepted. And watch out here. He'll be taken down around the 39-yard line. Well, his intended receiver over there was Frederick. And
he hit number 5, Austin Adams from North. That play wasn't there. He tried to force it and dump it over his head and really underestimated the height of him. That's Austin Adams. He's a senior as well for the Jaguars. He read it real good. And all he had to do was come off the ground about an inch, and that ball was his.
Killed an excellent scoring opportunity as the Redhounds were driving. And
what bothers me so much, we're getting down there ready to score, 3:18 left in the first half, and this team's just now coming alive. We've went that long with only 3 points on the board.
Yeah.
And that's what's so dangerous.
They've taken a timeout. I'm sure it's a TV timeout, so we'll take a timeout with them, and we'll be right back from North Laurel. 3:18 on the clock in the first half. The Redhounds just had a nice drive and looked as if they were driving into the end zone. Interception thrown by Roman Mitchell killed that.
33 seconds.
And now the
dumps it off.
Jaguars with the ball, and after all kinds of pressure and heat from the Redhounds, Fugit finally gets rid of it.
Yeah, he gets it to his halfback Wagers there, dumps it off, and what do they get out of that 1 yard?
Yeah.
Them plays right there are the ones that can really wear a team out defensively and offensively. There's a lot of running going on.
Yeah.
And they got 1 yard.
Well, you know, when you're playing both ways, I mean, you know, it really doesn't make a difference, does it? I mean, you're running. So that's they're expending energy just like the Redhounds are.
Yep. Hey, I'm sure they're in the same group. They probably got a lot of guys playing both ways.
So he's got 2 receivers out to the far side, 1 to the near side. He turns, he hands off, and they'll go up the middle. And
number 7, Matthew Jewell, to stop for the Redhounds.
Good hard running there, but
yeah, Gabe Blair, the freshman. He found his hole, got about 5 yards. But
bring up 3rd down now for the Jaguars. The board says 3rd and 4. It looks a little more like 3rd and 5 to me. Now they change it.
Any other night, I'd say, you know, we get this ball back right here. We can put points on the board, but
right now
we are looking really, really, really sluggish. Are we hungover from the loss still, or?
I don't know. But the Redhounds need to make a stop here. 3rd and
5.
Big
3rd down.
43-yard line of the Jaguars. And there's a handoff, and
it's going to be right at the
he's
first
going to be
down.
close.
Jason Williams on the carry, tripped up by Matthew Taylor.
Going to be close. Matthew Taylor on the tackle for the Redhounds.
Still kind of spot that. It looked like a pretty good spot. He put it down right where he picked it up at.
Shy of the first down.
I think they're going to measure, aren't they?
And timeout for a measure.
Yeah.
So they'll measure it and
it's really
what
close.
They come up with.
I think they're short because that flag on the far end was past the 47-yard line. It looks like they're going to be about a half yard short right here.
And they are.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty odd. I mean, you just had to look where the chain was at over there. This ball's not even marked at the 47. It's about 46 and a half.
So it'll bring up a 4th down, and
first down.
It's not even a yard.
Yeah.
Almost a yard, but not quite.
Yeah.
So 4th down play, and I'm sure they're going to go for it.
I don't think they can afford not to.
No. Well, the way this game's going, if I'm coaching either team, and we get in a situation like this, we're going for it.
The only thing, if I'm Larky, you know, we have broke open a few big plays that have been called back by flags. If I'm Larky, I might say, heck, you know, we'll punt it down there and let them fart around and not score, you know.
Yeah.
There's 1:33 left in the half, though. Clock's running now, so interested to see what he does here. Last time, you know, they showed they were going to go for it and then backed out and punted.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So, you know, what will he do? It wouldn't surprise me to see him snap a short snap here.
Yeah, direct snap.
And, but he don't, and he fakes it. Oh,
he went.
And he'll pick up 1st down yardage.
Yeah, he stayed in bounds all the way.
For a first down, Jaguars.
That was 7, Johnny Fugate back there. He's their punter as well, and same thing. You know, we got Matthew Taylor does that a lot. He had the option there, and you saw he almost kicked the ball, and then he hesitated a little bit and broke it open right there. He got about 4 yards, but it's a big first down for the Jaguars.
Yeah, big play right there for them. The one thing is, though, we've only got 58 seconds on the clock here.
Well, you know, again, from the coaching standpoint, we do have a very high-powered offense, Corbin does. You know, one play, and we could be in the end zone. He's keeping the ball out of Taylor's hand, out of Foley's hands.
So, 1st and 10 ball on 49 of the Redhounds, and nothing doing.
I'm very surprised to see him run the ball right
Saxon
there.
Okuma coming through there with a big hit and the tackle.
See, they call it timeout now, too. I hate that.
Yeah,
I see that as a
what
wasted
purpose does
play.
it serve?
If he runs the ball, we're thinking, okay, you know, that goes with what I just said. They're keeping the ball out of the Redhounds' hands. Now he's going to run the ball and waste 10 seconds, lose a yard, and call a timeout.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see much. You know,
35 seconds is not much time in a game where there's been really limited offense.
unless he's going to take a shot at the end zone. You know?
I kind of hope he does. I don't know if they have the horses to run with us. They definitely got some linemen up front. They are blocking. They're getting good, solid 3-4 yards every time. But
So 35 seconds on the clock. It's 2nd and 11. Ball on the 50-yard line for the Jaguars. They trail the Redhounds 3-0 from the jungle.
3-0. Saxon Okuma has a field goal in every game so far for the Redhounds, and tonight's was the longest, 40 yards.
Yeah.
That's big though. That's something you see all these playoff games. You get in the playoffs, you lose. When I was a senior, we lost in overtime. You know, this 7-7 game. If we had a kicker that could kick a 40-yard field goal, that might have changed somewhere during that game. And,
right.
You know, that's something that a lot of teams in this area don't have, is a kicker that can go out and be a game changer. So, you know, I like that. I enjoy that. I'm sure a lot of people here at North were really surprised to see us line up for that.
Yeah, that's something you don't see with most high school football teams. There are a few that have a good kicker. 2nd and 11 now. 35 seconds on the clock. He drops back. The handoff goes up the middle, and he's got running room.
Got all kinds of real estate. Looks like they're calling it about a yard short.
Handoff to Huey Wagers.
Be near first down yardage.
Yeah, they've marked him about a yard short. Clock's still rolling.
20
20 seconds, 19. There's the timeout at 18.
So another timeout on the field.
Brings up another 1 yard to go situation.
Well, I hate to take a timeout, but I really don't know.
We can talk about Michigan.
Timeout.
We got a big game tomorrow.
They probably don't want to hear about Michigan when they watch this. But
you know, he calls the timeout. They ran the ball again.
Yeah, I don't see the purpose here.
Maybe they have a kicker?
In the next 18 seconds, we'll find out. I hope that there was some reason to his logic.
Well, I kind of hope there's not. I don't want to see him score, but at the same time, I'm thinking.
But I'd like to see that there was a purpose, you know.
Well, they might line up and throw the ball here on 3rd and short. They ran the ball so much. They might try to catch the Redhounds sleeping on the pass. Because if I'm the coach over in the huddle right now, I'm probably thinking key on that run because they don't have an arm.
Right.
So I'm sure he's got logic to it. I'm sure there's a reason.
3rd down and 1 now. The ball's on the 40-yard line of the Redhounds. 18 seconds on the clock. And the Redhounds set up in a prevent defense here.
He's passing.
Yeah, he's going to throw an incomplete.
He had Nelson and missed him.
Through his hands.
Ball is intended for Michael Nelson.
So
North Laurel.
3 seconds went off the clock, and it's 4th and 1.
That's number number 4, Josh Kopic on the coverage for the Redhounds.
15 seconds to go. And let's see what they do.
Still 1 yard to go, brings up 4th down for the Jaguars.
3-0 Corbin.
Fourth down play. He's under center. He drops back.
Fakes
and
the pass.
off right tackle.
Wagers has the first down.
Foley, Matthew
Carry,
Jewell
Corbin's
on the
Matt
stop
Jewell.
for the Redhounds.
And that's good for another. First down, Jaguars.
Well, they drove down to about the 34-yard line of the Redhounds, and they still have 11 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, that's going to be
He's
their
taking
third
another
timeout.
That'll
be their last timeout.
This will be their final timeout.
Well, let's go ahead and take a timeout with them, Jason, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back to action. Hopefully some action. 11 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. And North Laurel throwing. He's got his man at the 30. And still on his feet, and he's out of bounds.
Biggest pass is completed
4 seconds.
Nelson, out of bounds by number 19, Corbin.
You said we're looking for action. Yeah, 11 seconds. We're still looking for action in this game.
And
That's really the biggest play besides the touchdowns that's been called back by the Redhounds. That's the biggest play of the game to this point.
4 seconds left, and this should do it. Hopefully.
You got to expect a shot to the end zone. I don't see them coming out and trying to power into the end zone. They've run the ball pretty good, the Jaguars have, but they've not had any 20-yard runs.
Well, they're at the 20-yard line. The Redhounds secondary, they're setting up in a prevent. Them guys are going to have to really be on their toes.
Yeah, North Laurel,
because they're liable to run it. And if they do, they've got to close.
Yeah, it's Jason's over here pointing at his watch. North Laurel better watch here. They might get a delay game, and yeah, they just did. They took a lot of time in the huddle. They just broke the huddle when they got flagged.
But now, what's the reason for that?
The delay game?
Delay of 10.
That's what they were standing over there like they had a timeout call, talking to the coaches. The huddle's way over here close to the sideline.
Makes it first and 15.
And saw 3 and 4 different players coming on and off the field like they just made the decision.
Gives him an extra 5 yards to work with, I guess.
Redhounds have got their prevent defense out there. Who all we got back there? I see Josh Kopic, number 4. Far side of the field's number 5, Hunter Grubb back deep. Number 2, Mitchell Frederick.
Brady Foley, and it should be Matthew Taylor, I imagine, back there. As you got Tipton.
There's Brady Foley coming across the field. He's a
linebacker. And now he's
North did spread out 5.
He's looking. He's getting pressure. Now he's throwing.
Intercepted. Picked off.
Frederick.
Mitchell Frederick, number 2 for the Redhounds. Watch out here.
Now, this is dangerous. He's still on his feet. 30,
he's still
35, going. Out to the 40-yard line for the Redhounds.
40-yard return
wow.
off the pick by Mitchell Frederick.
What good effort by the Redhounds and Mitchell Frederick to bring it out to the 40-yard line out of the end zone.
Score Corbin 3.
And that will take us to the half. So at the end of one half of play from North Laurel High School, it's Saxon Okuma's field goal holding up 3-0. Back to Redhound football. This is Redhound football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. I'm Randy McCarg, along with my son Josh and Jason Snell, our cameraman. We're at North Laurel High School in London. We're at the Jungle, and things have not been that wild. It's been pretty tame around here tonight.
The Jungle is tame.
It is 3-0. Redhounds on top. Saxon Okuma had a field goal in the first quarter. How far?
40 yards.
40-yard field goal. And that's been the scoring. The Redhounds had 2 touchdowns called back.
I agree.
And they were super plays, pass plays. One a fake punt by Matthew Taylor. And the second one, I believe it was Roman Mitchell throwing. And there's wide open. The receivers wide open, both called back due to penalties. So it's 3-0 as North Laurel kicks to start this second half.
Mitchell Frederick had that pick at the end of the last half.
45-50. 45, 40.
Watch out!
On his feet.
Might be gone.
He may take it the distance. I think he's going to take it to the
flags.
house. Touchdown, Redhounds.
Frederick runs the ball back for a Corbin score to begin the second.
And the Redhounds break the ice. Well, we were talking about how sluggish this game had been, other than those 2 plays that had been called back. And Frederick, with the touchdown on the opening kickoff.
We were begging for some offense, and we get it in the ways you usually don't think of it happening. Kickoff return for a touchdown.
And let's mention too that Frederick had that interception on the last play of the first half. They threw the Hail Mary into the end zone. He brought it out 40 yards.
Yeah.
And so
that might have helped him a little bit there on the return, just seeing sort of the way their pursuit angles and stuff, and he found his hole right there, and the squib kick did not work for North Laurel.
Saxon Okuma. Josh Jewell puts it down. Okuma puts it through the uprights. 10-0 Redhounds at the 11:47 mark of the third quarter. So the fans, some of them are still down there buying their ice-cold Pepsi, and they're going to be surprised to walk out and sit down in their seat and see that the Redhounds have already scored. 10-0 Redhounds. So I still will be anxious, Josh, to see the Redhounds set the offense and run it.
Yeah.
But that's a good way to open up this second half.
Yeah, you take points any way you can get them. In a game like this, it was looking like the defense or the special teams was going to be a big part of it, and I hadn't really even talked about it because all we've seen is punts. Matthew Taylor laid them down at the 5-yard line a couple times, and that's a good way to start the second half.
Sure is.
That's good momentum. It wasn't the offense, but it's no matter what, that's good momentum for the Redhounds. Good way to start the second half.
Nice run by Mitchell Frederick again. He broke some tackles and avoided some tackles there in running that one back. Now, I was wanting to catch. I didn't even have hardly a chance to see. He took that ball where, around the 30 or 35?
25-yard line.
25?
Yeah, it took a good little bounce. He actually had to go back to get the ball. He was on the second line for the Redhounds receiving. So he actually ran back and met the ball back 25, 30-yard line. And
Roman Mitchell will kick.
Good blocking.
So the Redhounds up 10-0 now. Roman Mitchell puts it on the tee at the 40-yard line. And he'll be moving on the ball, and he kicks it deep. It'll be fielded back there inside the 10. 15-20.
Number 5, Austin Adams on the return.
And he's got a nice return. He's out to about the 25-yard line before he's brought down by the Redhounds.
And Adams right there, he's the one who had the pick for the Jaguars in the first half.
35.
This once quiet crowd is very quiet now.
Well, the Redhounds sort of stunned them there. Let's see what the Redhound defense can do now. Defense played well in the first half.
Yeah, anytime you're pitching a shutout, you're having a good night on defense. It's just so hard to pay attention to that and to appreciate that when the score's 3-0.
Well, he's got receivers all over the field, but he's going to hand it off, and nice run. He's out close to first down yardage.
It's number 1, Michael Nelson on the carry, and he's tackled by number 7, Matt Joel for the Redhounds. And number 4, Josh Koppick on that as well.
First down, Jaguars.
See, there we go. You know, we have the big play and come out and we give up a first down on the first play for the Jaguars. Really hard team to read right now.
Yeah.
Their body language still shows to me it's like they've just got off the bus.
Again, he's got 2 receivers each side. Here's come Tipton. Matthew Jewell, he gets him, and he couldn't finish him. But number 56
Cody Harp
for the
again,
Redhounds, Harp.
I think they are going to get him for a face mask.
Flag on the play.
There's the flag.
Cody Hart first to hit.
They might be discussing something different out there.
Now it's going to go against the Redhounds. As you see, Saxon Okuma, personal foul, face mask.
That's 15 yards you can't afford to give up. On the field, the damage ain't going to be that bad because he got him back so far back, but first down.
So that's an automatic first down, Jaguars.
So Jaguars pick up a big break there.
So set the ball up at the 44 for the Jaguars.
First down and 5 or 4.
4.
First down and 4. Redhounds bringing some pressure, and
same thing they tried on the first down play, and nothing there.
Who's that 60? Is that Howington?
That's Howington.
Corbin's Nick Howington.
Howington.
The line's really. Apparently that face mask wasn't an automatic, first and 10.
Right. So it's second down now for the Jaguars, 2nd and 7. Ball on the 41-yard line.
See, the way they did that, that's a dead ball foul. If it was 2nd and 30, they would have had a 1st and 10, correct? I mean, isn't that the way it usually goes?
Matthew Jewell back there putting some pressure on Fugate, and can't get him.
He's still running.
What a block.
Big hit. That was on Cody Harp.
And Fugate is finally going to be brought down for a big loss. Was that Cody Harp that got took out?
Yeah, it was.
He got plastered.
Koppick finally gets him down over here for a loss of about I'll call it 6 yards.
Several yards.
So a lot of running, and it's third down now, and what?
Ball's now
It's going to be third and 13, 14.
So
he saved him. You know, Joel not getting him over there. It saved North really, honestly, about 10 yards. He was able to gain back, but the Redhound pressure was so prevalent.
Matthew Jewell getting back there, putting a lot of heat on him, and wasn't able to finish, but, you know, he's putting some heat on him and putting the pressure on him.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's definitely what you want. And, you know, they had first and 4, Josh, and now they're third and 13.
Yeah. On
the 33-yard line. So
yeah, the defense is
Redhounds really need to hold here. And he's running hard, and he's going to have first down yardage.
Wow.
Well, I tell you what, that is
Ball's handed off to
that's back-breaking kind of stuff right there.
Yeah, you know, you had the first and 4, you back them up, third and 14, and they're running the ball. That's all North Law's doing. And he's going to pick up 16 yards. That'll kill a defense.
First down, Jaguars.
These guys are ready to come off the field, ready to get the punt, get the offense on the field. Now North Law's at midfield and driving.
49-yard line on their side of the 50, and it's first and 10 at the 9:05 mark. So, yeah, that's back-breaking. You know, when you get a team in that type of situation.
Asked to announce no students on the track, please.
Any kind of third down and long, Josh, you know, if you let them pick that first down up.
Yeah, especially in the kind
really
of game
hurts
this has
you.
been tonight. We had a chance to deliver almost a knockout blow if we get the ball back and score, because it's been such a non-offensive game. It's the defense has just been holding strong all night. Corbin got the kickoff return there. You're up by 10. Another touchdown, 17-0. Could make this out of reach.
Yeah, I agree. You know, if they get up on them another touchdown, I don't know if they could come back. But, you know, I don't know if this is the right word. I'm going to say, though, that this Jaguar team is a methodical team. You know, they
I'll take that word.
You know, they're methodical. They just, you know, steady in what they're doing. And
they've not went away from the run at all. They've got no points on the board. And here it is, 8 minutes left in the third quarter, and they're still just running the ball. But a big play here and there, like that last little run by Michael Nelson, you know, that could work. They could wear this Redhound defense down.
Well, that's a third down now and 5 for them. Ball on the 46-yard line of the Redhounds. The Redhounds need to make a stop. That was Nelson, wasn't it? Handed to Fugit. And
he did.
He's going to be close, but not quite.
Quarterback lined up as the halfback there.
Fugit is tackled by Frederick for Corbin.
Mitchell Frederick
on
the tackle.
Yeah, on the tackle. Yeah, that's Nelson that's been at the running back spot.
Yeah, they've got Nelson on the roster actually as a quarterback and a defensive back. He's a freshman. We've seen him run the ball a lot, and he went in at quarterback and handed it off to Fugit, who's been playing quarterback all night.
Well, he's going under center again. Timeout, Corbin.
Timeout.
So 7:10 left here in the third quarter of play. The Redhounds are up 10-0 on the Jaguars. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back. This is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. This is Redhound Football. We're at the jungle. It's 4th and 2 now. Ball on the 43-yard line of the Redhounds for the Jaguars. Nelson under center, and he turns, he pitches. That's Fugit. They stopped
Didn't get it.
Did not get it. Redhound defense holds.
First down, Redhounds. Look like number 60, Nick Allington, on the tackle again for the Redhounds, and that's a huge play.
Big play by the defense. Brady Foley on the tackle, and he had some help from his friends. And now the Redhounds go to work 1st and 10, ball on their own 44-yard line.
Ball will be turned over on down.
Anxious to see now what the offense looks like in this second half.
Yeah.
Redhounds had a field goal by Saxon Okuma that was the score in the first half, 3-0 Redhounds at the break. And then on the opening kick of the second half, Frederick takes it the distance, and it's 10-0 Redhounds. So Redhounds go to work. Foley and Taylor in the backfield. Frederick split out to the far side. The near side, I think that looks like Josh Jewell. Frederick in motion. Under center, Roman Mitchell turns, hands. That's Taylor off the right tackle, and he's out to about the 49-yard line. That looked a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, the Redhounds looks like they've had some real problems just getting off the line of scrimmage, and the defenders are beating them to that spot right there, and that's really slowed down our rushing attack tonight. And, if we get 5 yards every play, that'd be wonderful. That's a coach's dream to be able to go out and pick up 5 yards on first down.
Well, the Redhounds had 8 rushes for 8 yards in the first half. That is not Corbin football.
No.
And I'm sure that they were reminded of that at halftime.
We just got half of that right there.
Under center. Turns, hands, and again they're
good, strong run, and that's Brady Foley.
That's Brady Foley. Good, yeah, you said it. Good, strong run, because he was hit at the line of scrimmage, and he still gets out near the first down marker.
He had a Jaguar player up under him on his legs, and he just used him to lunge forward and get an extra couple yards.
We get effort like that, a few plays, and we're going to break one.
Yeah. Well, we've showed tonight that there is weaknesses in the defensive passing game of the Jaguars. If we can get the ball running and get them focused there, that's going to open up a lot of different doors for the Redhounds.
Redhounds, 3rd and 1 play now. Frederick in
showing
motion.
Blitz with Jaguars.
Hand off. Matthew Taylor off the right side. First down, Redhounds. Move the chains.
Down to the North Laurel 44. So it's really good to see them get across that 50-yard line that fast. The first half, it was just so, I like the word stagnant. I may overuse it, but that's what I saw. We're out there, 3, punt, gone. That's not Redhound football. You got to move the ball. You got to get first downs.
Have you ever run in place?
we went back a little bit.
Yeah. First down here, though.
We're being on a treadmill.
5:34 mark. And breaking it. That's Brady Foley.
He slipped.
Slipped and lost his footing there.
Yeah, you can see he's frustrated with himself because he probably had a chance to make a play on the defenders in front of him and just lost his footing, but still a good 3-yard gain.
Well, he broke tackles to get to that point. Just as he was cutting, he lost his footing. Good effort again by Brady, and 2nd down and 7 now for the Redhounds at the 41-yard line.
Brady is Corbin's leading rusher coming into this game tonight. He's had 17 attempts for 131 yards, but no rushing touchdowns yet for Foley. So I'd like to see him get in the end zone tonight.
Yeah.
Matthew Jewell's a workhorse as well. He's got 102 this year, but he's got them 3 touchdowns over Brady, and Brady wants to get in that end zone.
Well, yeah, when you work that hard, you like to get a little of the glory. And there's another.
Matthew
Frederick, I watched as he was coming in motion, and when he turned, he lost his footing.
We got some rain down here today.
Must be slick out there.
Yeah, this Bermuda grass, I was talking about it earlier, it's a real short grass. They keep it real short and real low. Looks good, but the moisture just sort of stays up under it. You can't see it, and it won't splash sometimes. But that surface, that top surface, will be real just mushy underneath. And that's what I was talking about. We saw at Clay County last night. I was walking across the field where they had watered it. So it's easy to lose your footing, especially where, there's not a lot of grass on top of that.
4:09 mark. Here's the handoff. Watch out. Now he's got some room. He's out to the 30, 25, down near the 21.
He carried that guy 5 yards.
Line. They'll mark him at the 22-yard line. First down, Redhounds. Move the chains.
And Adams.
Number 5, Austin Adams, chased Brady down, and then Foley just sort of carried him down the field with him as far as he could go before meeting the sideline.
I'll be honest with you, as I look around this crowd here, and I'm always behind the visitors when we have home games, and this is the most disinterested group I believe I've ever seen.
Yeah, Harlan was pretty relaxed.
Well, they were getting beat to death. It wasn't a 10-0 game late in the third quarter.
They don't.
And they had a long drive ahead of them, and it was hot. I mean, I'd come up with a lot of reasons why they were.
We have perfect weather. You've got a 10-0 game. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. It's only 10-0.
They're just very disinterested. Well, I'm going to say let's take note of this, and next week let's take a look at the South Laurel. Let's see what kind of crowd they've got.
Yeah, that's a different breed on the south end of Laurel County.
I believe they'll be much more into the game. It's a 2nd and 9. Ball on the 21 for the Redhounds. We're at the 3-minute mark. Redhounds up 10-0 and driving for the end zone. And hopefully another score. And he's going to pass. He's got a man down there, Josh Kopic.
Kopic. Did he catch it?
Touchdown, Redhounds. Josh Kopic on the reception. Touchdown, Redhounds.
24
in the end
That was a
zone.
21-yard.
22-yard touchdown pass to Josh Kopic from Roman Mitchell.
So the Redhounds on the board again now, and the Redhounds starting to put a little distance between themselves and the Jaguars. It's 16-0.
Saxon Okuma on to try the extra point for the Redhounds. He's perfect on the year.
Yeah, Okuma and Josh Jewell will put the ball down.
Places it. Money.
17-0. Redhounds at the 2:46 mark. We'll take a break. Josh Kopic on the reception, 21-yard touchdown reception from Roman Mitchell, and the Redhounds are up. We'll be right back. All right, we're back to action. This game is being telecast live on WYMT, and it's pretty disappointing if I was sitting at home watching it, just from the fact that, most of the time when you have a high school football game telecast, the crowd really puts on a show.
Yeah.
It's a high school football game, but been very quiet crowd over here. Mitchell drives it down to about the 9. It's after the 10, 15. Ooh,
Big hit.
Big hit right there. Hammered down. Who was it, Josh? Matthew Jewell?
No.
Adams on the carry from North Laurel.
Number 40, Nick Mills.
By Corbin's Jewell.
Matthew Jewell is who he says.
It was Nick Mills.
Nick
See him
Mills.
over there with the neck roll.
Number 40.
Jewell was on the bottom. Nick Mills delivered the big hit.
Well, I seen Jewell come up, and he looked like, but that's why I like Matthew Jewell. But he plays with some passion and with some emotion, and that's why I like that about Brady.
Yeah.
Brady he plays with passion and emotion, and not to take anything away from the kids that really don't show that. They're just different personalities, but I like that personality.
Yeah, you need a few of those personalities, a whole team of it, and could be out of control.
First and 10 on the 18-yard line. Quick pass across here, and Kopic's going to take him down at about the 20.
Screen play to Michael Nelson.
He gains about 2.
Brought down by.
Bring up 2nd and 8 for the Jaguars.
2nd and 6 situation now for the Jaguars.
Oh, they marked that at the 22? I thought he was near the 20.
Yeah, they gave him the 22.
Okay. So 2nd down and 4.
If you see down there around the
6,
ball, you can see where it looks like a little bit of grass has been tore up. So
yeah, he gains 4 on that.
Got some wet conditions.
So we're nearing the 2-minute mark here. There's a snap. Turns and leaves it, and
gives it away.
Well, he's still on his feet. Watch it. He just broke away. And just like that, it's 17 to 6.
Behind these Jaguars.
17-6. Well, poor tackling is
touchdown run from Wade.
And that made that last touchdown so more important.
Yes, it did.
That's the thing about teams like this. We know they have talent. They've won a couple games. They've showed they can score. You have the chance to jump on them and put points up early. They've been just sort of walking through the motions. In one little play, they had him in the backfield, and he's gone for a 75-yard touchdown.
Well, in a game that's this close, every mistake is magnified.
Yep.
And right there, it's one play.
Yep. Somebody didn't wrap up. Somebody just hit him, and
they covered a lot of ground there, and so it's 17-6. Just like you said, boy, was that last touchdown by the Redhounds big.
Flag called on the field.
Offsides, Redhounds.
Wibble's out to kick for North Laurel.
They had an extra guy on the field. That's what the Corbin coaches are yelling about.
We did?
Yeah, North Laurel did. And when he ran off, he sort of hid back behind the
so they didn't call that, did they?
No, they didn't see that.
So North Laurel got a break there. Corbin coaches, Coach Jewell, and that's Coach Jackie Jewell and Coach Rowark.
It's a really high extra point.
And extra points no good. So they don't have a Saxon Okuma.
No, they don't have money on their sideline.
But Coach Jackie Jewell and Coach Roark are off to our left here tonight. With WYMT being here, they have
kicked us out of the box.
Taking a lot of the space at the press box.
It's the same thing we dealt with last week with Wazoo being there at the pigskin, which is good. You like it for the community, you know. Some people can't make it up here tonight, and it's good to get the Redhounds out there live all over the mountains so they can see what we've got down here in Corbin.
Yeah. 17-6, that's the score. 1:48 left here in the third quarter of play.
I just wish we'd showed them the better edition.
Minute 48 left in the third quarter. The score now, Corbin 17, North Laurel 6.
So Redhounds will be set to receive the kickoff, and we've got a football game still, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left on the clock.
A lot of football left to play, so the Redhounds can't let their guard down, you know. And I don't know that you felt comfortable at 17-0. I mean, me as a fan, I sort of did because I hadn't seen anything from North Laurel. But, you know, in reality, out there on the field, you can't, you know, 17 points is nothing.
No, it's not. You got to keep playing hard. This game's going to go down deep into the fourth quarter. Yeah, we were just discussing when we was on break a minute ago. I said, I feel good, 17-0. We've got this game wrapped up. And as soon as I say, you know, you look right here and
then they score.
75-yard touchdown run changes everything.
Yep. So the Jaguars will kick it. He's got it on the tee there at the 40-yard line. He moves on the ball, and he boots it. And he boots it right to Kopic.
Ball is kicked directly into the hands of number 4 for Corbin.
Still on his feet.
Still on his feet, dancing around. Wow. I believe he lost yardage.
He did, but
Adams.
heck of an effort.
Yeah.
Heck of an effort.
Jumping over guys and breaking tackles. He got away from that last one. He had a lot of real estate on the right side of the field over there, far side from us.
1st and 10 ball on the Redhound 39-yard line. That's where they'll go to work. So let's see if we can put another one in the end zone.
I would imagine if I'm Steve Jewell, watching what my rushing game did last time, you go out there and you pound it, eat up this clock. You know, it's late in the third quarter now. A lot of game left, but that clock will burn out real fast if you're running the ball and getting first downs.
Mitchell brings his troops to the line. I believe that's Bailey split out there to the far side, and over here to the near side, that's Frederick. And he goes in motion. Handoff goes to Brady Foley. Just nothing much there. Bring up second down for the Redhounds.
Ball is carried by 19. Brady Foley for Corbin. Too good on the tackle for North Laurel.
I'm looking over here on the sideline, and I see a lot of what I see at Corbin. These kids look young. You know, Jason just pointed out to us, he said, I believe they had 21 graduate last year. So this North Laurel team, you know, they're 2-1, but they're also in that rebuilding state where they're really trying to find themselves and find some young players to step up and make plays.
Well, we know that they've got some freshmen that start, and you know, more so than we do. So yeah, they're a young team, and there's a
they're it behind Matthew Taylor.
A missed opportunity. 50 seconds now on the clock.
Matthew Taylor
here in the third quarter. The little things like that, now that puts you in a 3rd and 9 situation, and now you're going to put, you've got an immense amount of pressure on your defense if you don't convert. If you can't convert this 3rd down and pick up first down.
If we don't get the first down, they've got complete and full momentum in this game now, and that can be a big deciding factor. I mean, this is the regular big game. You know, it's the live game of the week on WYMT. Eventually, this North Laurel team's going to have to show up, and I believe they show that they're here.
Well, he's dropping back. He's getting pressure. He throws it out here to Frederick, but he don't have nowhere to go.
It's a busted screen.
So Redhound's now in punt situation.
That last pass, though, to Taylor, I mean, if he just got the completion, it would have went from 3rd and 9 to 3rd and 3 just with the completion. I mean, he was open, had his man. So just small little things like that can hurt you in games like this that are tight.
Yeah, exactly. Little things, you know, because that wasn't no long timing situation there, you know, on the pass or anything like that. I mean, it was just a short dump, like a short dump
man
pass.
like you're throwing in practice.
Just catch.
Yep, just playing catch.
So
Redhounds are going to let the third quarters burn away here.
So that is the end of the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play here at the Jungle, we're at North Laurel High School. It's the Redhounds 17 and the Jaguars 6. We take a break and we'll come back with fourth quarter action.
Defense, though.
All right, we're back to action. 4th and 12, ball on the 37, Redhounds, and Taylor punts it away. And again, nice punt.
Let it roll. They're in
Wow.
a player within 15 yards.
He's a weapon. He puts it inside the 20.
Ball is down on the 18-yard line.
18-yard line. Jaguars go to work, 1st and 10. Well, last time they broke the one big play, it was big enough. It went to the end zone for a touchdown.
Come on, crowd, let's get behind these Jaguars.
17 to 6. 11:49 left now. I've never remember hearing a PA announcer encouraging the home crowd to get behind their kids.
They are,
and they're
very content with their situation right now. It's 17 to 6.
He couldn't even get a hand clap out of them.
No.
Oh well.
You heard a few yells, maybe from some little kids, but I guess that works to our advantage.
Here we go. Redhounds need to buckle down. Quick pass out here, and the ball's loose. And incomplete, they call it. So it'll bring up 2nd down.
Michael Nelson.
Second down play.
Friends from WYMT TV for being here tonight. We're proud to be the game of the week for them.
And that's the first mention they've made of that, I think.
He said something right at the end of halftime, but he says they're proud to be the game of the week, but he must be speaking foreign language to these people here because they just act like
there are no responses
to nothing.
Second down play here. And
takes the pass.
Good defense by the Redhounds.
Off to Wagers up the middle.
That play was so fast I couldn't even see who got him.
I couldn't pick up who made the tackle. But it's 3rd down. They've lost.
Brady Foley for Corbin.
Brady Foley on the tackle.
They lost a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 11. So here we are again now. We've got them in a 3rd and long situation. We need to make the stop here, especially considering the field position. They're on their own 18. So big 3rd down play now for the Redhound defense. He goes under center. He drops back. He's looking to throw. He's throwing. And that's going to be incomplete.
Way out in front of his intended receiver, Michael Nelson. He was covered by number 5,
Hunter Grubb. So 4th and 11 now, and definite punting situation. Unless Larky has a little bit of Hal Mummy in him.
He's got a 4th down situation.
If he's a Hal Mummy fan, he might try something.
He may. I don't know if Mummy would do it from the 17.
Mummy, I seem to remember Mummy doing it more than once, maybe down in the 20-ish area.
With the 4th and 11?
I remember him doing some pretty stupid things.
That was some fun football, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, it was fun when it worked. And he will punt, and
line drive.
Taylor's going to.
Taylor wants it.
Yeah, he runs it down. He's at the 50, down the sideline.
Breaks
and
another
off speed down to the 30. And inside the 30, down near about the 28. Nice play.
Very smart decision to pick it up.
Nice play by Matthew Taylor. Tells you what kind of kid and competitor he is, man. And he chased that ball down. He wanted it, and he made something happen with it.
Well, he just flipped the field position by 30 yards just by chasing that ball down and picking it up.
Absolutely. Great effort. So the Redhounds will take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Now, excellent field position. It's 10:45 mark of the 4th quarter, and we need to punch this one in, Josh. We need to get the end zone.
Yeah, we saw with the big touchdown run there, North has some athletes. Honestly, I thought we would chase that boy down. We don't want to give him any more room here. Need to throw another touchdown on the board, make this a 3-score game.
Mitchell hands off right up the middle. That's Brady Foley. Nice play there by Brady. He had a hole there, and he got through it quick.
Yep.
Up the middle to Foley.
Drives down to what, about the 15, 14, or excuse me, 15, 16-yard line?
15, 16-yard line. That's a 1st down for the Redhounds. 13, 14-yard run there by Foley.
Move the chains.
I like the way he hit the hole.
Yeah, man.
He hit it at full speed.
Yep.
He never had to switch into another gear because as soon as he touched that ball, he was gone.
Yep.
And he was looking to find that end zone. Big game for the Redhounds. We're down in the red zone now. Need to capitalize.
1st and 10. Ball on the 17 is where they mark it. Redhounds looking for pay dirt. Foley and is that Frederick behind him?
Yeah, Frederick back deep.
Don't like that.
Whistle on that play.
I don't see well, there's the flag far side.
Illegal procedure.
Bring the Redhounds back 5 and another just small little thing right there. We didn't see that play out like the 2 touchdowns that were called back, but you never know. I mean, once again, Brady Foley, he's wanting the end zone.
Yeah.
He's hitting that hole really hard. And
well, that's 1st and 15 now for the Redhounds from their own, from the Jaguar 22. Redhounds to the line. Same set. And Mitchell under center, and he hands off and right off right tackle. That is Brady Foley.
Brady Foley slipped.
Lost his
slipped
footing.
Again. He's down to the 9. Give it to him
Fully
again.
out of bounds.
I think, Josh, he may be closer to the 6, around the 6. Well, no, they're marking him all the way up there.
That's where he slipped, and then he got tackled down there at the 6.
So I don't know about that as being a good spot, but the ball's on the 9-yard line, and
give it to him again.
That'll be 2nd and 2 for the Redhounds. I look across the way, and the down marker, now he's going to change it. So 2nd and 2, ball on the 9 at the 9:15 mark. Redhounds looking for pay dirt. Same set there. And the handoff this time goes to Matthew Taylor, and he's up in there, and he's going to be close. I don't know whether he got it or not.
Where the refs have stopped the clock here.
Picks up a yard or 2.
Initially,
third down.
Yeah, they're going to measure this.
Yeah.
Initially, your head judge back here, he said 1st down, but they'll take the measurement. Anytime there is a close situation, the coaches can request a measurement.
So the chain gang trots out onto the field, and they'll measure this one to see if the Redhounds indeed have picked up a 1st down. They may be just a hair short.
We can't see the ball from our view.
1st down. First down, Redhounds.
Redhounds.
So they move the chains. And now it'll be 1st and goal, Redhounds. Ball on the 7-yard line.
Down for Corbin. Ball on the 7.
The running game's looking pretty dominant right here on this short little drive we've had. They're making it look easy finally. And that's something I really expected tonight. I really expected us to come out and basically do what we wanted to with the ball rushing-wise.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not often that you see a Corbin team that can't run the football. This team here, we know what kind of talent they've got.
Pitches out.
Matthew Taylor, he's going to cut it back.
Got a block.
Got a couple.
Taylor stopped on the play there by Fugit and Whipple.
Yeah, they marked him right at the 5-yard line. Now, if I catch one of those free T-shirts, should I throw it back?
I would throw it back. I don't think they're going to throw it our direction. So, Redhounds break huddle now, Josh. 2nd and goal from the 5 for the Redhounds. About to hit the 8-minute mark here of the game.
Foley
Mitchell.
and Frederick lined up behind Mitchell. That's Foley up the middle. Breaks some tackles.
Touchdown,
Redhounds. Brady Foley gets pay dirt for the first time this year.
Touchdown, Redhounds.
Some strong running.
Yeah. So the Redhounds tack 6 more on the board, and now the Jaguar fans head for the parking lot.
Yeah, they're starting to mill out.
23-6, Redhounds.
I kind of wonder why they even showed up with the lack of enthusiasm we had here tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe they just
sort of makes you wonder why they came out to watch this game. And Saxon Okuma for the extra point. What do you call him?
Money.
There he is. 24-6. Redhounds at the 7:56 mark of this game.
Bringing out a score tonight.
We break, and we'll be back with the kick in a moment. This is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. This is Redhound Football, brought to you by Redhound Productions. Randy McCarg, along with number one son, Josh, and our cameraman, Jason Snell, bringing you game number 3 of the 2010 season for the Corbin Redhounds. Our Redhounds going to bounce back from a loss last week to Boyle County and looking to move their record to 2-1 on the season. 24-6 Redhounds. Foley just took it into the end zone. And we've had a couple of touchdowns called back early in the first in the game, back in the first half, and you put them two on there. If we hadn't had the penalties, that's 14 more points. This would have been a 38-6 game. And really, I think we're that much better than this team, and we've not even played that well.
No, we really haven't.
And he's got a nice return there.
Michael Nelson stays on his feet.
Number 61 for the Redhound.
Met hard.
Grant Grigsby.
Grant Grigsby.
Met him on the sideline hard. It's plays like that that's scary. It is 24-6, and that's almost game over at this point. In a game like this where both teams basically have to run the ball to get any offense, under 8 minutes, it's going to be really hard for the Jaguars to make a comeback. But they showed a minute ago with a 75-yard run. You get one of those, an onside kick.
Oh, it can happen quick.
Yeah, you've got to be aware of your surroundings. And
they've showed they have the ability. So that's the thing that's scary. They have that ability.
And that young man in the backfield, Wagers, is the one that took it the distance for the Jaguars for the only score.
He's got it there. And he's still on his feet running hard.
Ball carried by Huey Wagers for North Laurel. Pushed out of bounds by number 60 and 19. Howington and Foley.
So Howington and Foley over there to meet Wagers at the sideline.
24-6 Redhounds.
That's a 9-yard gain. We're so deep into this game, and I still feel like the Redhounds have never truly come into full form tonight.
Well, they've not hit. They never did hit the stride.
No,
they never did. And I think this is just purely we're that much better because I don't feel like we've not played our game tonight.
Matthew Jewell made the tackle.
Redhounds may have the football.
Yeah, they're acting like Corbin ball.
Redhounds have the football.
By Huey Wagers will check with a loose ball.
I think Foley.
Ball recovered by Corbin on the play.
I believe that was Brady Foley came up with it.
Derek Mahan.
I did not see Derek Mahan in the game. Did you see Derek Mahan?
I thought, is that not Brady that we're looking at over there, the other side of Coppic?
Yeah, that's Brady.
I thought that's who had the recovery. But they said Derek Mahan. Well, yeah, if the Redhounds, I think, I don't know, what do you think? I think, sort of still a little bit of a hangover from that Boyle County loss.
Yeah, after playing a team to that magnitude, and I would say that we played pretty good with Boyle County.
I think we did.
And I think, maybe that was in the players' head too. They might have thought they just could have walked in here. And
Mitchell throwing, and that one's going to be over everybody's head.
They might have thought they'd just walk in here and blow out North Laurel, and just maybe they just were not mentally prepared for this game. That's the way I feel. As being a former player, sometimes you overlook games. Everybody wants to say, don't overlook this team. Don't overlook this team. You can't overlook anybody.
No matter how much the coach preaches to you that you can lose this game, you still got in your head that they've never beat us. They're never going to beat us.
And sometimes, you may not even think, you might be saying, "Oh, coach, I'm not feeling that way. I don't feel that way. I understand." And in your heart, you might not go out there and give it all,
Right.
And it's something, sometimes it takes 4 quarters of football to make you realize, hey, I did not give my best effort tonight, and that cost us a loss. 24-6 is nothing.
He's throwing, and he's got his man down there, and incomplete, and there's going to be a flag.
Yeah, that through the
Frederick.
offensive.
Now, that was a nice pass by
was.
Roman. And, the thing about Roman, he's capable.
Yeah.
And he's just not consistent.
He's inconsistent, and I think a lot of it goes to you look who he played with last year. He had Caleb Watkins in the backfield last year, And I'm not saying we don't have any Watkins-like players out here, but he was just such a great build with the size and the speed he had that he was a home run threat every time against anybody.
Yeah.
The Redhounds didn't have to throw the ball that much.
Exactly.
And not saying we have to throw the ball against North Laurel, but that's something you don't want to go late in the year saying, do we have a passing game? So they're trying to build one, and that's the only way really to build his confidence and make him perform.
That's it. You have to build his confidence.
Yep. And that was pass interference on the Jaguars.
So 1st and 10, Redhounds. Ball on the 27-yard line. Redhounds looking now to score some more. Down here nearing the red zone. Correct snap to Matthew Taylor. Pitches it. Uh-oh.
Is that Brady?
That is Brady. That didn't work too good.
Put the pitch just a little behind him. And when you got two guys running that fast, a hair off could be bad. And, you know, Brady was going full speed, and it just got behind him a little bit.
Yeah.
But he was able to get back on it. And I don't even think we're going to take a loss on that. It looks like we gained a yard.
So it brings up 2nd down and 9, ball on the 26. Well, one good thing about this, you know, those fans that did leave, they're out in front of us. That's that many that we won't be behind trying to get out of here.
Get that traffic out of the way.
Yeah,
give us a clear shot to 75.
That's Brady Foley off the left side. And he goes for about 4 or 5?
Like about 5 yards.
By Fugit.
I think Brady's really saying they've given him the ball a lot. I think he's asking for the load.
Yeah.
He's saying, Coach, put this on my shoulders. He's running hard. He's making plays. Finally got him a touchdown down here. He's played real well tonight.
He has.
Behind our North Laurel defense here.
And it's hard to fire up a crowd when you're down 24-6 with 6 left in the game.
And the opposition is driving towards the end zone.
Yeah.
3rd and 5, ball on the 23.
We're in Money's field goal range already, too.
And Mitchell turns and hands off to Foley. And
that's Brady. He rolls over a defender.
Was that him?
I don't think Brady thought he was down because he was still running.
Stopped by Whipple.
Yeah, I don't know if he heard the whistle.
He might not have went down. I saw him go over top of the defender. He may have never touched the ground, and the officials called it dead. So
brings up the 4th down situation.
It's 4th and 5. I'd like to see Money come out and try another field goal. This would actually be a yard shorter than his last one.
Nope, he's not.
Nope. We've got I would consider it a comfortable lead now. And then 3 points, that was it in the first half, so
yeah,
you had to go out and get what you could.
Redhounds put 3 touchdowns in the end zone in this second half. And timeout being called by the Jaguars. Let's take a timeout with them at the 5:02 mark of the 4th quarter. 24-6, Redhounds. All right, we're back to Redhound football at the 5:02 mark of the 4th quarter. 4th and 5, Redhounds on the 23-yard line. Mitchell out of the shotgun. Oh, he dropped the ball. So it'll be Jaguar football at the 30.
Ball is fumbled in the backfield.
He just dropped it. There's a lot of moisture out there. There's a very heavy dew right now. I mean, I feel the moisture on our headsets and everything. And them balls, they soak up the moisture. The leather they use.
A 1st down situation for the Jaguars.
Excuses, I'm sorry. Jason's shaking his head at me.
1st and 10 for the Jaguars.
You know, if we knew that they weren't going to be full over here, we could have almost went down here and sit in these chairback seats, kick back and relaxed.
4:58 on the clock.
Right there.
The Redhounds on defense now, and they pile them up.
That's Wes Tipton.
Fugit hands the ball off to
Ready to bring the line.
So they'll bring up 2nd down. So Redhounds are going to move to 2-1 on the season, having defeated Harlan handily, and then being defeated by Boyle County last week, rebounding with the victory tonight at North Laurel. We've got South Laurel to look forward to next week coming into Campbell Field, and that one should be a dandy, as there's always some bad blood there.
Yeah, that South Laurel game, and I'm going to tell you, what I think's the most intriguing game on the schedule is probably that at-hazard game. I think that's really when we're going to see what our boys are made of when we go up there. South Laurel, that's a big rivalry game. If South Laurel showed up with 40 freshmen, they'd play as hard as they ever would. But that hazard game, that's the week after South Laurel at hazard. That should be that'll be a big test for us.
Yeah, the hazard game, that will be a good game. And as Jason was saying, we got George Rogers Clark down the road too. That's a good football team.
Yeah, George Rogers Clark.
That'll be a test for us.
Of course, we got beat up there last year by them. I want to say it was like a 2 or 3 point game that we lost in the fourth quarter at George Rogers.
That's a trip I didn't make last year.
Yeah, I was at work. I was actually working.
Throwing, got a man. Oh, nice defensive
Nice
play by the Redhounds.
Number 22, that's Derek Mahan.
Derek Mahan for the Redhounds. Boy, that was nice.
But no matter what the score was, I was actually working in Winchester. I was calling my buddies at the game, and that was a game that Corbin was in going into the fourth quarter and ended up losing it by a score that shouldn't have happened. So it'd be real good to see a team like that come down. That's another 5A or 6A school that is tradition-rich in football. Maybe not as rich as Corbin playing Lexington schools all the time, but they'll bring a good
George
ball
Rogers
team
Clark had. I'm pretty certain I remember them winning a state championship some years ago. They do have
We're putting an illegal man downfield.
State championship in their trophy case. And I was trying to think now, it's got me thinking, they had a running back that played up there at George Rogers Clark that went on and had a good college career. And I'm going to have to see if I can't do some research there and figure out who that was.
Timeout North
Laurel at 3:25 on the clock. So I'm not going to stay with them. I'm going to take a break with them, Jason. Let's shut it down for a minute, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. 3:25 left. Rockcastle.
Not anymore.
Not Coach Larkey's Rockcastle team. This is the other Coach Larkey's North Laurel team. He takes a timeout, and we're back to action.
All right, now if that flag's on Corbin, the ball is not snapped. You can cross that line of scrimmage if you get back.
Well, that's exactly what it is.
Offsides penalty.
You call.
Why didn't they?
You can line up in the neutral zone and bounce out and not get the penalty.
Well,
you see it all the time. You watch college football every Saturday. It's the same rule in college. If you bounce across that line and you get back without drawing an offensive player or them snapping the ball, there's no penalty.
4th and 1 for the Jacks.
Well,
and to actually draw the player, you have to hit the offensive player for that rule to even apply.
All of this for what purpose? I guess he's coaching for the next game. He does punt, though. Nobody backed for the Redhounds.
They assumed that the Jaguars would go for it on 4th and
25-yard line.
High and down around the 25.
1st and 10 Redhounds right there. So 3:14 now, and not a whole lot to say about this game.
No.
Just wasn't a whole lot of highlights. Frederick had the opening kick of the second half that he returned for the touchdown. And
he had that big pick in the end zone into the first half, kept Jaguars off the board. Biggest thing out of the night, will WYMT ever do a live game at the Jungle again?
That's a question I think that we could answer. If they'd have called and asked us, we could have probably told them that, it probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Hang around, wait till the South game come down to Corbin.
That would have been a good game to put on air. That would have been a good game to put on air.
Ball carried by number 26, Taylor.
It's 2:55, clock running.
Brought down by Cameron Costello from North Laurel.
Well, overall, the North Laurel has a pretty good defense.
They do have a good defense, even though the Redhounds put
17.
Well, actually,
really,
yeah, because the kickoff, that was on special teams.
The defense played to win the game for North.
They did. Defensively, they played good. Offensively, they've got some problems, it appears. Handoff right up the middle and nothing doing.
That just really makes me wonder about the
Flag.
South Laurel team will face.
Ball is handed off to Foley.
We got a flag on the field, some
Flag on the
commotion.
play.
Well, you figure if, North Laurel had them down, had them down soundly, they let South Laurel come back on them.
Yeah.
But South Laurel still couldn't couldn't beat them. And South Laurel, I think they're the type of team that, can score some points.
Well, they've always got a good offense. South Laurel, their problem in the past
You
has
have to
always been the
respect them.
defense.
Yeah, you have to respect their offense. But, I have to think they've not won a game and haven't lost to this team. I have to think that the Redhounds are solid favorites next week at home.
Over, I want to thank Dog Patch Trading Post, exit 41 in London, for sponsoring.
Well, this game's been over for a few minutes, and it looks like they're going to drag this final 5 minutes out for about 45 minutes.
Beautiful facility.
We're at 2:12 on the clock here in the game, and the Redhounds up 24-6. They threw a flag, and they're having a 5-minute discussion out there to figure out what the flag was for and what they're going to do. And now, no flag.
Well, now the head official just
He waved it off.
moved the ball back a little bit, too.
Second down and 8 for the Redhounds. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Well, we won't get an explanation about that on the air. I'd like to hear something about that after the game, though, to know what was going on down there.
Well, the Redhounds come to the line. 2nd and 8. Mitchell under center, turns and hands. That's Brady Foley off the left side, and he just gets to the 30. And it'll bring up a 3rd and long now for the Redhounds. 3rd and 6 should be.
Assistant Blair for North Laurel. Selfridge in on the play as well.
Well, did he not give him the 30?
No, just short.
Well, he's right at the 30.
3rd and 7.
So that's a 3rd and 6. I'm looking right at it. The chain is at the 36 out here, and the ball's on the 30. So 3rd and 6 for the Redhounds.
Minute 18, and clock is rolling.
We're about to get this one in the books.
Fog's starting to roll in on us.
Fog or a cloud? The snap, and Mitchell carries it, I think, for 1st down yardage. But this one's going to be over, so we'll go ahead and get the wraps on this one, guys.
Ball carried by Mitchell.
This has been the Redhounds and the Jaguars from North Laurel High School. Redhounds will extend their record to 2 wins against 1 loss. And I believe that evens North Laurel out at 2-2, Josh.
Yeah, 2-2.
And 1st down situation.
The Redhounds played good enough to win tonight. I think they were just didn't look like they were quite hitting on all cylinders tonight.
Yep.
But a win is a win, and I look for them to be fine-tuned next week.
Yep.
Against South Laurel when they come into Campbell Field. So Roman Mitchell takes a knee, and that's pretty much going to do it for us.
Yeah, the Redhounds improved to 6-0 under Steve Jewell against the North Laurel Jaguars.
The knee is taken by Corbin as the clock.
I think tonight's going to be a good learning tool for these coaches to get these players ready for South Laurel. They got a little bit to work on, but I think they'll be ready to go.
Yeah, I do too.
Maybe one more play. No, that'll do it.
All right, so that's going to be it for us from North Laurel High School here at London. The final score is going to be the Redhounds 24 and the Jaguars 6. I'm Randy McCarg for my son Josh and for our cameraman Jason Snell. This has been Redhound Football brought to you by Redhound Productions, and we'll see you next week against South.